Half hour?
Yeah.
I can get this done in 25 minutes right now. Then I'll introduce you. Great. How you guys doing? Good. First of all, it is a special treat being out here. Dave, I've been joking about, he gave me my first job. We were playing in a Sunday league, which I hate saying Sunday league because it was very competitive. We were facing guys sometimes not too far out of AAA, and we had big leaguers at times on our team. So it is a treat. Phil's been just a stud with us as far as being proactive. And some of my first players, some of my first students are from this area. Matt Wisenut, Brendan Cowsill, Garrett Lee. So Bill Hertz is a very, very good friend of mine. So this is a neat area. I like this area. You guys usually are very competitive. So we don't hopefully have to sell you on a lot. We're not out here to sell you on anything. We're out here just to give you some information. Something you don't know about us very well is we're huge into the mental game. And one way I can always gauge an athlete or a guy that I think is going to get to the next level, which then means he can get to the next level, which for some of you means you can get to the next level, is usually their attention. Especially when someone's speaking to them, they don't know them. It's real easy to kind of listen and kind of not listen. And to me, that's the same guy that when the bases are loaded, he's kind of focused and kind of nervous. It's the same thing. His mind is split. He's not as focused as he could be. And so I hope one thing you get from us today, we're not out here to really hit the mental game, but we're huge into it. And that is, if you're listening to someone speak, or you're somewhere in school, or you're on the phone talking to someone, be present. Present is one of the most powerful words you'll ever learn, at least for me. Present. Because to me, when you learn to be present, your attention, your mental discipline starts getting really good. And I assure you this, having worked with a lot of players now that have had really good major league careers, this thing, it is the difference maker, period. I don't care if you run a 6.260, I don't care if you hit 500-foot home runs, you won't with the new bats this year, by the way, but it doesn't matter if your mind is not a strength. So, just so you know, when we go through today, test yourselves. Don't do it for us, because we'll be gone in a couple hours. Do it for yourself. See if you can stay present, stay focused for 2 hours. That doesn't mean you can't look at the wind blowing or something like that. It just means have a sense of where you are. The easiest thing to do, by the way, is to start thinking about something else. I've had players come up to me after we've done a demonstration and say, I've seen this 7 times before. I know it's cold, but I learned one thing today that was huge. It was huge. I never heard it before. So even if you think you know this well, practice being present. Practice staying in the present moment. The easiest way we can see that's being done is when eyes are on us. And it's not like a hard stare, like a hard focus when you're hitting. It's just kind of a quiet sense of awareness. I'm here. I'm interested. And you know what? If you're bored, stiff, that doesn't matter either. Because you're still here in this present moment. You might as well practice being here. What we're going to do today is simple. We don't plan on taking up a lot of time today, except for the fact that Jim likes to throw for about an hour. Okay, but other than that, it's not going to be that much time. But we're going to, Jim's going to take you through the arm circles thoroughly just to make sure that we're doing those right. We'll go over to the fence. Because you guys are familiar with this, we're not going to spend a ton of time, but we're going to make sure every exercise is done right. So we'll go through the tubing. When that's done, we'll do our long toss demonstration. And then we're here for you guys today. This is real for us, informal, low-key. We like it that way. If you guys have any questions about anything that you see today, that's why we're here. Got it? Okay. The last thing I'll say, and I'll turn over to Jim, is this. Do not take your arm for granted. And I don't care what level you're at. I don't care how strong your arm is. I don't care how healthy your arm is. We've seen guys' careers end very quickly because they didn't take care of their arm. You guys are way ahead of the game with the bands. And you're way ahead of the game because you have coaches who understand that throwing is a station. It's something that you work on. But please be aware that you have to stay diligent with your arm. You've got to keep working at it. Don't miss your bands because you got to the field late on some Sunday team or some summer team. and then you kind of heard your long toss, and you didn't quite get enough throwing in, and then you get thrown into pregame infield or outfield, and you're in jeopardy, and you know it. So guys, this sucker, I'm telling you, it is a cool thing, but man, if you don't take care of it, if you're not proactive with it all the time, these little muscles we're going to talk about later, they can be very vulnerable. So we just want to make sure that we do our job today, that you guys are clear. That your arm is a freaking weapon, man. It's a great thing to have, but don't stop being proactive, I guess is the message today. Okay? Cool thing about introducing Jim is that Jim and I, we were teammates at Cal State Northridge in 1938, and you know, we lived this program. God, I'm scared to think how many years ago that is. 25 years ago. You know, and by the way, we both did this, not this exact program, but we both were big into long toss before we met. That's why we ended up throwing with each other at Northridge. I was a pitcher, he was an outfielder, but we threw with each other because we're the only two guys in the field that wanted to go to the warning track every day. And we probably had the two healthiest arms on the team. And I know he had, pound for pound, the strongest arm by far on the team. So, and he speaks from experience. I've yet to meet very many baseball players that at the end of the day don't want a chance to maybe play professionally and maybe ultimately play in the major leagues. You know, he's had a chance to do that with 3 different teams. So, you know, he speaks from experience. So we'll have Jim say a few things, and then we're going to get into our program, okay? So this is Dr. Jim Batcher.
How you doing, guys? Let's see, where were we? First of all, you guys are really, really lucky to be part of this program. We can start with that. Because most programs, everywhere, anywhere you go, most programs are not taking any time with the arm. It's throw a bunch of balls out there, go get loose, and start practice. So for you guys to be in a part of a program that's looking after your arm, doing tubing, doing some long toss, it is critical. Just know that you're going to leave this program at some point. You're going to go someplace else, and they might not be into this. You might not be educated in whatever. You might not have the time to warm up that you need. Figure it out. Because as soon as you stop doing this type of program, whatever your arm's used to doing, the right thing with it, it goes fast. Really, really, really fast. So be very proactive with it. Just a quick story. I was a senior out of college. My season was over. I thought I was done playing. And I got a call from a Philly scout who wanted to see me. I met him at Pierce College. And I took a lot of pride in my arm. I long tossed every day. And I wanted to throw someone out. If someone ran on me, I took it personally. I wanted to throw them out. So I was ready from the first thing on to throw. So I was coming back from the beach. I grew up in Pacific Palisades. And I met this Philly scout at Pierce College. The only guy that talked to me, the only guy that showed any interest in me. And the first thing he did was he took me to right field and put a guy at third base. This is after I loosened up. Put a guy at third base, took me to right field, and hit me a ball. And I had to throw a ball 4 or 5 times across the infield, and I threw 4 or 5 missiles. One hop right over the base. 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 The first thing he saw on me, the first impression I made on this guy. And then I ran, I hit, and I did everything okay. It wasn't very exciting, the hitting show I put on that day. But I put on a show with my arm. And I got my foot in the door to play professionally because of that day. Because of the impression I made with my arm. And I played 15 years. Every single year I saw the same thing happening. Guys going to the training room because their arms were sore, arms were hurting, came into spring training ready to hit and not ready to throw. And you were taking infield, outfield every day with everything you got. So guys started going to the training room. If you're 20th round pick like I was, you're getting tickets home. Ticket home, ticket home, ticket home. We've got 4 guys to fill your spot. Same thing's going to happen to you. If you're the guy of similar ability to another guy in your same position, and your arm is a liability, your position is over there in the dugout. It's just simple math. So if you can make your arm better than the next guy's, you got a chance. So it's a real thing. I've been to these high school showcases, and it's atrocious what I'm seeing from kids throwing. So keep working on that arm, keep getting stronger, keep doing the right things, and hopefully your arm will be a weapon, and you'll stand out like I did. So, do you have anything to add before?
Just the only thing I was going to say is, especially for you guys that go to these high school showcases, or maybe you'll get a tryout for area coach or something like that at some point, which is a big deal. You could be the guy, because you took some pride in your arm, you could actually stand out, because we see so many arms that are so untrained and undeveloped. It's scary. So if you're the guy, there's college coaches in the stands. There's one right here. There's scouts in the stands, and sometimes there's a lot of kids out there, and it's hard for them to keep track of who's who. But they see all of a sudden a ball that's got a little bit of hair on it across the diamond, and they're like, "Hey, who is that number 17 guy?" Well, now all of a sudden they watch you at the plate, where you might have got buried at the plate just because of sheer numbers. So what Jim's saying is very important. The fact that you can stand out with your arm sometimes gets you an extra look for your next at bat. I think we all know where I'm going with this. Okay, so we just want you guys to be electric. We'll do the arm circles first. We'll rip through the bands because I need to do them. Dave and I are going to tag team. So we'll do the bands second.
Phil had mentioned to me he wants to hit it, what, 4:45?
4:30. So we got 30 minutes.
Okay.
But what I really would love you to show them is when they get here, and we do all of our stuff, we do all our plyometrics, we get our body all loose.
Yep.
Then we go to the fence. I showed them 8 exercises. I might not have shown them everything I need to show them, because when the college guys come here, they're doing different things than I showed them. So they're getting it from someplace. They have your band. So I don't know if I've given them everything they need.
So let's do this. You want us to bang the arm circle? Just go right to the band.
Yeah, show them exactly what
Okay,
they need. They all have them, or they watch Jim on the fence. Bring your band.